I'm here with Jovian Storms from Montreal, Canada. How's it going, guys?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Of course, really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
We formed a few years ago, back in 2019. Flo and I moved to Montreal. We know each other. We've known each other for part of 20 years now because we come from the same hometown in France. And we both moved to Montreal a few years apart. And one day we were like, "Hey, we should jam and start something." Because we used to have a band like back in the day, back in France. So I think it was the perfect opportunity to try something else.
It was like our stuff new metal band before we played the bass and I played the guitar.
Yeah, it was the middle years.
Like Limp Bizkit or this kind of stuff. And after we decided when we arrived to Montreal to starting a new band, so we started like kind of grunge band at the beginning, but after
yeah, stonerish grunge, and then it evolved to post metal.
Yeah.
Right on. Now you're speaking my language with Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you guys just released Hexa in October. How's the response been to it?
It's been really good. We've got a lot of positive feedback. We recorded with Howard Gillerman, who worked with Godspeed You Black Emperor, and that was a really great experience. And we're very happy with the final product, the sound that we get on the record.
Yeah, we decided we would like to have a massive sound, but like not too much digital sound. We would like analogic sound, more massive and
yeah, we didn't want to have something that sounded overproduced, so we're recording pretty much live in a room, and we just we didn't really tweak anything. It's very raw, but I think that's the kind of sound we were looking for, something raw and massive, basically.
Well, you guys absolutely nailed it. You should be really proud of yourselves.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
So you guys are from Montreal. How's the alternative scene there? How's the post rock scene there? Do you guys have a favorite venue, a favorite local band?
It's really vibrant scene here in Montreal, and also in the area, like Quebec City and Toronto. For my part, well, we have a lot of really awesome venues in town. We played at Casa del Popolo a couple of weeks ago. There's also Turbo House, which is a great venue for like underground bands, and yeah, we're in contact with other bands for shows. So we may do a show in February with a band called Towers of Jupiter, which is a more proggy post rock. And but we basically want to now that we released the record, we want to go live. So that's our goal for 2024, basically.
Yeah, we would like to promote this Hexa album the best we can, and what we love the most is to go on stage. We really love. For my part, also. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't have vocals, so we need to like give that extra energy on stage, and it's been really fun. I think we all enjoy it. We all enjoy playing live.
That's awesome. So who would you say your biggest influences are for not just the EP you just put out, but like overall?
Overall, I'd say I think the guys agree with me. ISIS, Russian Circles, Neurosis for me. I'm a huge Neurosis fan.
Deftones also, of course.
Deftones, yeah.
Deftones and
For me, Cult of Luna as well. Anything by Julie Christmas, Made of Babies, for example, super raw, heavy stuff like that. And also, I'll do a couple shout outs to my UK friends, The Ever Living. The Ever Living is an amazing kind of post-metal-y band out of the UK. Great band. They released an album a couple of years ago that was just outstanding. So a lot of heavy music, both with vocals and without.
So here's the $1 million question for you guys. If you could tour with one of those bands, which one?
Oh, good question. I would say for me, I would say Cult of Luna. Like I'm a huge fan of theirs. That would be a dream come true, really.
Yeah, the Cult of that would be amazing.
yeah, probably after Deftones be the top of the top for me, but Cult of Luna is already very great. So.
Either one would be sick.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Deftones. You can't go wrong with Cult of Luna. I mean, just you can't. So now I'm going to ask you guys some non-music questions. It's a good way for me to get to know you as people. I did this with the other bands I interviewed. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. First one is favorite sports team.
I don't watch sports.
If you had to pick a team.
I had to pick a team. I said the Habs.
Habs, and then I think hockey, I'd say Habs for sure, and then Arsenal for Premier League.
Well, it's a good thing I like you. Otherwise, I'd tell you to, peace out. And the reason why I say that is just because I'm a Man United fan.
Ah, yes, of course.
But I don't really want to talk about that right now, just because they're terrible. They're terrible.
Pretty bad.
What about you?
Oh, I would say the Toronto Maple Leaf.
No.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's a lie. Do I even know you? God.
Soccer, I would say before I was not a fan, but I really like Manchester United. But from now, I don't really watch so much soccer. So, yeah.
Some redemption.
Yeah, a little bit. Best vacation you guys have been on?
Oh, for me, Southeast Asia. Spent a long time in Southeast Asia, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand. Around 8 months spent across around, and it's been a very good experience. It was amazing for the food also. If you like Asian food.
Yeah, it would be Iceland for me. Like, it was really the trip for a lifetime. I think, pretty beautiful country. I want to go back soon.
I'd say for me, it would have been better, but I was in Sydney, Australia for about 3 months, and the day I left, Carnival was playing, and so I missed Carnival, but that would have been the best trip ever. But still pretty good, Australia.
That's usually how it works. Like as soon as you leave, like something amazing happens. Now I want to travel thanks to you guys. I really appreciate it.
Well, good, man.
So if you guys could go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
I don't know. I'd like, for me, probably, because I lived in the UK for quite some time. So Margaret Thatcher, I didn't get enough of her in my life. I was just after our generation's growing up in the 80s, that was a really interesting time for us. So I think that would be someone I'd probably like to talk to a little bit more to see what was going on. Female leader, powerful leader in the middle of a shitstorm. It'd be really good. Sorry, I swore. I'm not sure if I do that, but that would have been great.
Oh, for me, I think it's totally different. I would like Buzz Aldrin. Yeah, like to know everything saw on the moon. Because I'm a huge fan of like sci-fi movies or astronomy, and so yeah, Buzz Aldrin definitely.
I think I'd love to sit down and have a chat with Frank Zappa.
That's legit.
Those are different answers. I like it.
Yeah.
Keeping things interesting. So if you guys had $1 million and you could donate it to any charity, which one?
Question.
Actually, I think I will give it to Haitian people because they're in a very big crisis. They need to build everything, the food, everything. I think Haitian people. Yeah.
That's good. For me, I think one of my biggest places where I like to give back is to the homeless. People like they get the raw end of the deal, especially in Quebec or where we're living. It's it just snowed about 30 centimeters over a couple like last week. Now it's raining, so they have a really tough time. So I try to figure out the homeless crisis.
I think I would give to a mental health charity, because mental health in Canada is, especially in Quebec, the system is just broken, and it's terrible for people. They just like Mark said, they just these are people in crisis who find themselves on the streets, and it's just not right.
Very cool. All right, last question. What are some places in Montreal that visitors should check out?
Ooh. All right, let me get my map open of all my spots. Huh? Oh my God, there's so many places. I mean, there's so many places to go. You can see. I'm just going to show you quickly. All those little dots. Those were all
That's
places.
awesome. That's incredible.
There's lots of great spots. It really depends on what you like.
Yeah. If you like food, if you want to discover a lot of, it's multicultural here, so you can have some Indian food, you can some Colombian food or Asian, whatever. It's very interesting about the food. Yeah.
But the dirtiest dive bar, go to Barfly. Let's go. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
I'm 100% of the time it's going to be amazing. So
shows, yeah.
Well, you guys will have to take me to all those places when I get up there. Montreal's on my bucket list.
Anytime, man.
I was in Canada, I think it was last summer. I was in Toronto, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, Montreal's better.
Well, I better not tell my Toronto friends that Toronto music friends that, just because they won't be too happy with me. So I'm staying out of this one.
Fair enough.
But I really appreciate you guys coming on. The support means a lot to me.
Thanks for supporting us as well.
Thank you.
Appreciate it so much.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Of course. You guys are killing it. Keep up the great work. And for the people that are going to watch this interview later, where can they find your music at?
So you can find it on pretty much all streaming platforms. We also have a Bandcamp, jovianstorms.bandcamp.com. And you can, if you want, you can support us, buy the album. We'll have some merch online as well pretty soon. So feel free to check out.
Sounds good. I'll definitely be keep my eyes peeled for that merch and CDs. Make merch and CDs great again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, again, guys, really appreciate it. Keep up the great work, and we'll be in touch.
Thanks a bunch,
Sure,
man.
thank you.
Take care.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
Have a good day.
Have a
You
good
too.
one.